Hey everybody, and welcome back. If you are new to my channel or if you come from Payne's account, my name is JustKa, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support of my new subscribers. It means so much to me. So this is Plague Tale, and we're just gonna go ahead and get right fucking on to it.
Do you know where we're going? Right now, we have to hide. Arthur and I know a place. And Lucas, he's waiting at your chateau. All in good time.
We're going to see Lucas again?
I hope so.
I like Lucas. He's nice.
Save your breath, Hugo. We're on the right track. Let's keep moving. We're not safe yet. Tell me, what the hell are you doing with the Inquisition after you? What's so special about the little guy? It's complicated. And what about your brother? Will he be all right? He'll catch up with us. He really saved our lives. It was incredible. Hey, don't get all lovey-dovey. He'll break your poor little heart. No.
Hey, I'm in!
Yeah, we're going to use it to cross.
What?
Hey everybody.
Oh,
Again, I
what's
just want to
that?
say thank you
Ducks?
again to my new people who are here
Like
for
the
the
ones we
support. It
eat?
means
Yes,
so much
and
to
they eat frogs.
me.
That's life.
Okay, so for today's episode, I don't really have any
not a good idea to stay
historical
here.
facts per se. It's just a lot of just gameplay and just going through just the really
Busy
cool
always.
scenery of the game.
Like that.
I really
He hasn't seen much of the
appreciate
world.
the game's
This isn't the best
aesthetic. I
moment
know
to
it probably
start.
doesn't look good on this
That's
video
wonderful
per se
news.
because I don't
Slow down.
have the specs to, you know, show you
It's
what it really
cold.
looks like
I'll
on
do
the
it.
game. I'm sure there's a better like video looking out there. But if you're here for me and just want to
Open.
support me again, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that.
Oh, big wheel.
So let's
It's
just
for
go ahead
crushing
and
wheat.
get right into the video and just overall talking about it, or you listening to me just bullshit about it. So in this particular episode, we are trying to get to the Castle d'Ambrage, and we're trying to find Lucas. Now in the last episode, we were basically escaping from being captured by the Englishmen, no less, right? And they were gonna
current's too
basically
strong.
sell us to the Inquisition, who are the bad guys,
Stopping it.
besides
how
the
are we
rats,
going
of
to
course,
stop
in this game.
Amicia,
So
we'll find a way.
Melie and her brother Arthur saved us. Arthur we did not see come after us. He saved us, but we have yet to see him
Slowing down.
close
Not
up
enough.
face to face
There must be something
after
else.
being rescued. Melie, on the other hand, is with
Hugo,
us.
can you take care
She
of it?
rescued us. And might I say, she is by far my favorite character so far as I've played this game. And I already have a ship. I totally
All we have
ship
to do now is
Amicia
cross
and
over.
Melie. I want that to be a thing, although just based off of the earlier, you know, dialogue between Melie and Amicia, basically, I guess foreshadowing that Amicia might have a
Help me
crush
from
on
the other
Arthur,
side,
who
Amicia.
again we have
But
yet
the wheel
to
has to be stable for
see.
me to get across.
So that's just a hypothesis that I have based off of this video. But I do ship Melie and Amicia
This
because
is where we
after
see
playing
if
the
we'll hold
game,
up.
after playing this
Well,
episode a couple of
doesn't look like
times,
I'll
I
be
just
taking it
really
back today.
enjoyed their, you know, conversations back and forth. Hugo, on the other hand, goodness, he is just like, he's adorable, but like, I swear to God, if like
Stop.
in a zombie apocalypse or any sort of apocalypse, like, god damn, you need to just stop. Please. But I digress. So, we're just gonna go ahead and just continue to bullshit with me. Again, thank you so much. Leave a comment. What have you ever played this game before? Have you heard of this game before? What are your thoughts on shipping two women? If you don't like it, fuck off. If you like it, fantastic. I really, really appreciate gay fanfic. Like, high key. My favorite fanfic, like gay fanfic, shipping fanfic, is probably honestly gonna have to be Keved. So if you don't know that fanfic shipment, I will go ahead and tell you. It is Kevin and Double D from the Ed, Ed and Eddie show. That is by far my favorite fanfic shipment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I just love it so much. I just like, there's like a few stories I always go back and read, and I just really enjoy reading them. Anyway, I digress from what let's talk about Plague Tale. Okay, so in this episode we are basically again trying to get to the Castle de Ombrage, and we have new, I guess, game mechanics in the sense where Amicia and Melie work together, so like lifting each other up to windows. Again, in the last episode, Melie can unlock doors, and I think again by overall she just provides like really fun dialogue to work with, or just to listen to with Amicia, and I am all for more women characters. I am for it 100%. So right now what we're watching is me trying to get to a curiosity, and I took me a second to figure it out because I was in the middle of recording and then things got caught up. I know what else is new. So I forgot like where things were. I did play this episode a couple times, but then I just recently replayed it, and this is the clip we are watching. So when you get to the mill and after you cross, you want to go ahead and take off that chain, and then it'll open up this window for you to get through, and then you will get the curiosity of the horseshoe. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the mill. We have in the rest of the episode another curiosity, a gift, and then of course a plant. So for Hugo's herbarium, for those of us that are keeping track of, getting that 100% completion, for those of us that love those achievements, don't worry, they are coming. If you're here for the playthrough, thank you so much. My commentary is just me. I have nothing else to add on to it, but whatever. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and leave.
We'll go through here. Come on. You trying to impress me or what? No. All right, come on.
It's pretty here, and it smells like earth. Yucky duck, is that where Lucas is?
I hope so. I doubt this castle is going to look like much. Why? This used to be a village, but it was reduced to rubble in just one night, years ago. Some say there's a curse around these parts.
Amicia?
She's joking, Hugo. Of course I am. Since when do I say anything true, eh?
When I was playing this game, I really did think it was going to be more a horror element where shit was about to pop up and scare the fuck out of us, but that just didn't fucking happen.
Do people live here then?
Yes, but they left.
Where did they go?
Somewhere else.
A bit like us.
Yes, a bit like us.
Okay, so in this village we are going to find a plant for Hugo's herbarium. It's called the hawthorn plant, and yeah, let's just watch the clip.
You know what that is?
Hawthorn, I think. Nobody likes it because of the thorns, but it's good for the heart.
Well, aren't you a fount of knowledge?
Mommy taught me.
You can teach me then.
And will you teach me how to use the sling?
It's a deal.
You know, when Melie was talking about this village being taken over, it just kind of makes you think that maybe she's from this village. Because if you see later when they talk, Melie does show resentment.
What were you up to? Just a detour.
Resentment in the sense of, you know, because Amicia and her brother obviously come from wealth. You know, and wealth at this time, you know, we talked about this in previous episodes, the nobility of what her father could have been. Like, noble regardless, you were living pretty fucking good. You were living way better than a fucking peasant. That's for sure. And just based off of Melie and Arthur, who seem to not have, I mean, you'll find out that they don't really have any parents, that they have had to fend for themselves and had to steal stuff. And that's not a very, you know, good life. That doesn't sound like a very happy life in the sense of being safe and healthy. So you could just see the resentment that Melie does have for Amicia, and I think that's really good conflict to have between
Amicia.
such characters.
Hugo, what are you doing? Come here.
Oh,
Hugo, look at me. Is it starting again? Your head.
it's like somebody's going inside. My legs are shaking.
Don't say he's been bitten. It's not the bite. It's something in his blood since he was little. I'll have to carry him. Climb on my back if you can. Come on.
Sorry.
Don't worry. If it's in his blood. What about you? I'm fine. Lucas is trying to slow the effects down. That's also why we're going to the chateau.
I don't know, maybe it's because I'm biased and I want Melie and Amicia to get together, but what are your guys' thoughts on the dynamic that they decided to do with these characters, where one character, the main character, our protagonist, you know, does come from nobility and wealth and has now been lost everything compared to Melie, who's already
Amicia,
used to not having anything.
I'm scared.
What are your thoughts?
what,
Leave a
Hugo?
comment in
What's
the
in my head?
comment section.
Don't worry. We're all scared of what's in our heads. Here we are. You'll be able to rest. At last. Help me lift this. I'm coming. Hugo, can you climb down, please?
Is this your house?
It's a hideout, lad. It's meant for hiding out, not banquets with lords and ladies. Don't touch that. It's my brother's. That's worth a lot, that is. How long have you been living like this? Like ruffians and beggars, you mean? Family tradition. Our dad was a piece of rubbish. Tried to beat us one time too many, so we skedaddled. But you're almost royalty. Royalty?
Amicia,
What does mean?
I'm cold.
Can't you see? Look at us. We've lost everything. What do you mean? Who's going to pay us then? What are you talking about? Your mate Lucas. He said you're rich. Just forget it, alright? Take Arthur's straw mattress, and when he finally gets here, we'll have a proper discussion.
So, see anything?
No, nothing there.
Hey, men! This way! I need some help!
Where does that go?
Outside. Yes, but where? Just trust me. And your brother? He should have been here by now. Sorry, don't give up on him just yet.
You know, even though we haven't seen Melie and Arthur interact, you can just really tell based off of just the little dialogue we've been given from Melie that she really cares about her brother. I mean, it's just been the two of them, just again based off of that
Stay down.
brief
He has a helmet.
history of Melie and her family.
Deriviere. Saltpeter and alcohol. It burns your face and melts steel. No one can keep their helmet on with that. Get some ready. All right.
Melie really about to just have us murder people. Fucking acid the shit out of people. I fucking love it. I love Melie so much. She's great.
Hit him on the head with a rock. Go on. Serves him right.
It's noisy.
Try to be a bit more enthusiastic, will you?
I want to add, since, you know, you are seeing me pick up stuff, depending on how you're upgrading your equipment or your sling, I found it that I had to just keep
Look, there's one with a helmet.
picking shit
You know
up
what to do. Yes.
and making stuff to just continuously build stuff. So just keep in mind what you upgrade your equipment and sling. Just keep that in mind as far as like what you decide you want to have. If you want more space or a better sling. This scene right here, where we're in the forest and it's raining, Tomb Raider reference. You're welcome. This reminds me of the Tomb Raider, and when I'm referencing Tomb Raider, I'm referencing the 2013 reboot. This particular part.
If there are two of them, there are bound to be more. We have to get out of here.
We have to get back to the Aki Duck.
I know. Where's the Chateau d'Ombrage? This way. Follow me.
Yeah, so like I was saying, you know, update your equipment. But, like, again, high key, this part of the episode reminds me of Tomb Raider when we have to sneak through the forest after our plane is crashed and, you know, we see that our beloved father figure, but not father, fucking Roth, just dies. Yeah, it's after that scene, spoiler alert, that we have to go through the forest and catch up with our compadres
That's our
from
way out.
Tomb Raider.
Listen, Amicia, you have the sling, so you go first. Hugo, you keep a lookout and stay quiet.
All right.
Understood?
The rune and kill the others. Now!
They're still looking for me.
Just like the forest, like level in Tomb Raider, this forest level is also kind of difficult in the sense of just making sure you're sneaking properly and trying to take people out one at a time instead of going balls a-blazing on everybody all at once. And, you know, some of them are wearing helmets and some of them are not, so just keep in mind of like your equipment and like not wasting the acid rock. Just want to give like a heads up on that, because I think most of them are wearing helmets, but some of them are not. And yeah, not that there's not enough items, but I found it when I did my first playthrough. I was running out of stuff fairly quickly, so I was just trying to be more conservative with like, you know, whether it was like a fire rock or acid rock or whatever. So just a little tidbit for you. Don't forget, you can pick stuff off of the bodies after you've murdered the soldiers. Yes, you heard that correctly. Murdered soldiers. This game is not for children. This channel is not for children. Just want to reiterate that. again, one at a time, folks, because you might alert more than one, like this guy right here. And then, of course, my fucking rock hits the tree because, you know, that's just my life. And yeah, murder. Fun. In video games, not in real life, people. Please don't murder people. Let's just not do that, okay? And that is my PSA for the day.
This forest. My mother told me about it when I was little. Nasty things happened here a long time ago. Worse than the bite. Gives me goosebumps even now.
Well, it is a bit chilly.
Laugh all you like, but the ground never forgets the blood spilt on it.
I want to point out too that there is a curiosity in the forest, so please make sure to look around. It's gonna be, you know, it's not like hidden in the dark like the fucking, you know, extra shit in Tomb Raider. Like, I think in that level you had to like find all these mushrooms, and some of them were like hard to fucking find. It was like high key annoying.
You there! Wait a minute!
Yeah, I always have problem with the sling, guys. Every time I don't play for a while, and then I try and play again, like a, you know. Yeah. The sling game mechanic, and I go at it. I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's just the flipping through, because my scrolly thing can change which part of the sling, like whether to throw a regular rock, a fire rock, a, you know, acid rock or whatever. So like I'll be like rolling it and it won't go to the right one I need to throw, which is kind of annoying. So I think what I'm gonna try and do from now on is just hit the numbers on my keyboard. So like 1, 2, 3, like each number is a different type of rock or item you can throw. So that's just what I'm gonna do.
Kids made a right mess of the English.
Never seen an explosion like it. My ears are still ringing. I got the one what did it though.
Alright, so we're about to come up on our curiosity in this area right here. So let's go ahead and murder these people. Yes, murder. Game not for children. Period. Not for kids.
You must be pretty damn special, young man, to merit all this nonsense.
It's not my fault.
And he's humble, too.
You know, this curiosity is pretty
Map of
cool.
The whole country. What are these bastards up to?
I mean, honestly, it would make sense that the Inquisition would have a map of the entire country and continent based off of this map that we're seeing. Because if we know anything about the Inquisition, no matter what time period, Middle Ages, which has a big range of as far as like years, but overall the Inquisition's job was to basically, you know, interrogate and confront people who were committing heresy and basically get rid of people who weren't following the Catholic faith. And yeah, pretty terrible. Pretty fucking terrible. There are different stages to the Inquisition. Like, obviously we have the Spanish Inquisition and all that nonsense. So yeah, let's just keep in mind that we're gonna have to realize that shit we did in the past was probably not the best thing for us to do. You know, harming innocent people. Just shouldn't fucking do that. But whatever, I digress. No one wants to hear that soapbox. I will gladly go on a soapbox about it, but we're here to enjoy a game of murdering soldiers who are after us because they're the bad guys. So we're gonna go ahead and fucking go, bro. Gonna do it.
Nearly there. The portcullis is down. There's always a side entrance.
Right now, you want to have an acid rock ready to go, because we about to fucking save Lucas, people.
Let's get out of here.
We are about to be reunited with our lovable apprentice,
So kind of you, Your Highness.
Lucas.
Go on, get moving.
What are you going to do to me? Careful.
It's Lucas.
The cart should be arriving soon with fresh supplies. What?
I'm so glad to see you again. Hey, you look well.
Yes, I was in a cage. Then there was a huge explosion. Boom! And then we went to Melie's house. She said lots of bad words.
I heard that. And what about you, Lucas? How are you? Can we talk while we run? Or we can sit down with some wine and some roast chicken and wait for them to come and kill us? What do you reckon?
You're right. Let's get going. The chateau shouldn't be far now.
Let's go. Come on. It's not far to the aqueduct.
Seems like you've been through some tough times.
You don't say. You forgot to tell us about the Inquisition.
You wouldn't have accepted the deal.
The one where your friends are rich.
We'll sort it out.
Tell my brother that. What's all this?
An accident?
An Inquisition cart.
Rats.
There must be things we can salvage from inside. I don't see how we can get past.
Oh, Amicia, I have something for you. It's a byproduct of ignifer, luminosa. You throw it into a pile of rats and... Anyway, you'll see. Here, take it. Saltpeter, alcohol, and leather. Mix them together.
All right.
Throw it at the rats.
Yeah, right here you about to see me struggling because I thought I could throw it, but that wasn't the case. I literally just had to like subject myself to be a fucking guinea pig because I was still like feeling really stupid. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? So the closest rats and keep the others away for a short time. And yeah. Go.
Ooh, luminosa.
My eyes sting.
Right.
Completely destroyed, Lucas. The cart's packed full of alchemical material.
Makes sense. The Inquisition. They couldn't have got as far as the macula without reading the alchemical writings. I don't know what they're up to. But whatever it is, these carts will be useful.
Like, honestly, I'm still curious too as to why they want fucking Hugo, because it's not like, you know, the scenario where children are like
We're nearly there.
Finally.
getting
Going to find out
fucking
at last.
possessed
I'll
or
help you up.
bad blood or whatever the fuck, you know. We're not getting any fucking demon. Can we get some demon powers? Can
Let's
Hugo
go to the
have some
aqueduct.
fucking demon
Hugo,
powers?
It's aqueduct.
Oh,
I would most
Aqueduct.
appreciate some
Aqueduct.
demon baby powers. Something. Give me something, people.
Where's your brother?
I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
whoa.
Well spotted.
Come on, get up there.
Uh-huh.
that it? There's nothing here. Lucas, don't tell me we've done all this for nothing.
No. Laurentius was smarter than that. It's an alchemist's trick. Gold is born from lead. The door shall only reveal itself to the one who has the key. Something like that.
I prefer use your eyes before using your mouth. Who's going first?
Nice one. Amicia?
Come on then. We've come this far. That's my girl.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Not bad.
Is that the sea?
no, it's water that's collected underground. Hey, there's a pontoon.
People used to use this place.
Never heard of it
We're
before.
on the right track.
And the chateau? Where is it?
Well, if you want to know, we'll have to get across first.
This part right here, a different reference this time. This is giving me Skyrim vibes, especially we're in grottos. I like playing in the grottos because like caves are fine, but like the grottos are a bit more light in them. And there's usually more shit you can find in a grotto, but whatever, that's just a side tangent. Actually, a lot of the scenery outside in the forest does give me Skyrim vibes, for sure. And then, you know, certain aspects reminds me of Tomb Raider. Again, I love fucking Tomb Raider. That's just
Reaction
me.
ferry. A what? A boat that's propelled by a rope. You pull it by hand.
There's a hand crank. Could you help me with this? No problem. This place is incredible. Yeah, it's not bad. Shame we don't have any wine and cheese. It would have been lovely. It won't work by itself. Go across with Hugo. We'll come afterwards. Are you sure? Yeah. There's only enough room for two anyway.
You'll notice that a lot of this episode, and I think this is just going to lead us into more of like the game in the sense of puzzles. So notice how like I'm an idiot and I'm not really supposed to be
Over to you, Melie.
rowing it or pulling it. It's supposed to be Melie and Lucas.
Lucas!
And
Come and
that
help
was
instead of sleeping.
the same situation with the
Yes,
mill.
yes.
The water's green.
Oh, that's because there are a lot of things living in it.
They must be very cold.
Once, Father took us to the lake at Tuve, and I slipped and fell in the water. It was so cold, it made me cry.
I would have cried too.
Your boat awaits. Hugo, get in.
Shall I get
I
in?
hope they can swim. Hold on tight. There you go.
Whoa. I can't see any fish.
Oh, that's because of the monster.
What? A monster?
Of course. The underground lakes are magical. Huge, ancient monsters hide in their depths. And watch out, they're very hungry.
No, they're not. And if there were monsters, we'd see some big bubbles.
You got me.
Mummy used to say that monsters are just those things to...
Just those things to which we have never given a name. She told me that too.
I would quite like to see a monster, actually.
Right, this is where we get off.
Oh, it was too quick.
I know, but it's someone else's turn now.
There are no monsters here, but there might be a whale.
A whale is big, you know.
Yes, but a little one.
Why not? A shy whale that doesn't want to show itself.
It's shy because it's small, but I'm sure it's pretty.
I really am enjoying,
Over to
honestly,
you! We're coming!
seeing Amicia and Hugo grow closer as siblings. Just as someone who also has siblings, it's nice to just see it in the game.
I scared.
Forget it. It's all behind us now. But anything that takes my fancy at the castle is mine, alright?
Fair enough.
See, again, Melie is just, like, so cool. Like, she's pretty much kind of gotten over not getting paid. I mean, still, you know, claiming the castle as part of hers. But she just overall just seems like a really good person. You know, even though she's not in the bestest of situations. And just, she's my favorite, guys. I'm sorry. I'm biased. But you're just gonna have to deal, okay?
Closed. Not for long. Make some room. It's done. Oh, there you go. What is this place anyway?
No, it can't be. I have to see this from closer up. That pit.
What, Lucas?
What's the matter?
That hanging brazier can slide the length of the trench.
Lucas!
That one, the other way, and
Slow down!
it's a defense system.
Like a castle.
Like a rat trap. Protecting something.
And? How does it work?
Easy. The braziers push the rats towards the pit and they get trapped there.
Could be useful.
Who built it?
I don't know, but it looks ancient.
Come on, Lucas. Let's take a look.
Right, Melie. While the boys are daydreaming, we should get going.
Some knights, perhaps?
I don't think knights know how to use stone and mortar.
Go on!
Right.
Into the pit! We have
There
to
are
get
a
to
lot
the
of
other
those.
side. Alright, come on.
Lucas, it was built a long time ago, but the rats haven't been here for that long.
You're right. That gives me goosebumps.
So it looks like we are now introduced to the idea that perhaps
Melie, can you open it? No.
the rats
Maybe from the other side?
are not anything new. Or maybe there was something that was predicted to happen based off of these alchemists. Again, it's not really
Yeah.
sure, or there's not really any sort of heavy implication yet of which kind of logic we're following in the sense. Like, as far as, like, you know, because alchemy was considered, like, taboo, but as long as you didn't say you were doing it, it wasn't necessarily anything bad. But it did go against, like, kind of the church, you know, and, like, magic and shit like that, you know, or at least people who were performing alchemy, you know, especially the people who were trying to find the fucking philosopher's stone or what have you will.
Alright. I'll take care of the door.
And, you know, make an elixir of life and shit like that. You know, it's kind of going against the church. So I don't really know which mythology that the kids that our protagonists are going to be following by the end of the game. So far, I'm not sure. Like, obviously they must believe in the church in somewhat, but at the same time, we have kids that are performing alchemy. Now, granted, it's technically chemistry, but it's also leading to the fact of, like, alchemy in the sense of magic, especially when we're talking about Hugo and his blood, which it's interesting how they, like, coin it, because it's, like, a little bit of, it is, like, half of it is science because of, like, the chemistry aspects of the alchemy, and then the other half is just, you know, basically, not mystic energy, but it's just magic. So with that being said, you know, if the kids are doing alchemy, but that's kind of against the Catholic Church, which was a real life thing during this time period. So what is it? So are we supposed to think the church is bad because of what the Inquisition is? It's not really fully, like, laid out who are we supposed to root for, at least in the sense of which ideological system we're supposed to support, which is kind of interesting. Now, obviously, if you're a kid playing this game, that probably has no bearing on you. You're just probably trying to get the fuck out of here and go,
Another door.
you know, and be,
Maybe it's the
you
right
know,
one.
not,
I just hope
you know, where
there
the
are
rats are.
behind it.
But for some of us who are, you know, interested in these different ideological systems at this time, it's just fascinating to consider, like, who the hell are we supposed to root for by the end of the game?
Whoa. And really exists. Shut up.
All right, we are about to encounter our
amazing.
final
Moment of doubt, but
curiosity or gift. I get the two mixed up, but basically the very last thing we need as far as like hitting the achievements of hidden shit. And you go up around instead of following Lucas, and you have Melie open this door, and we're gonna go ahead and get that vinegar.
Melie, can you look after it? All right. It's all good. Is that supposed to be the miracle remedy they talk about?
Ugh, it doesn't smell very good.
A good remedy is a remedy that stinks. You're not wrong.
Again, I just want to point out, not necessarily again point out, I just want to clarify something when I was talking about the ideological systems. So when I'm talking about the ideological systems, I'm talking in the sense of, you know, the Catholic Church, you know, so Catholicism as an ideological system versus magic, which is also in its own ideological systems. Okay, I just want to clarify that because science is not an ideological system. Science, you know, real world science is based off of fact, evidence, and observations that we do in the real world and the natural world. It's not something, you know, it is something that is valid with evidence and facts. It is not an ideological system. I just want to point that out. I do find that it is interesting, though, that we're trying to combine science with magic in the opposition of the Catholic Church as its own ideological system. I just wanted to clarify that and just think that was an interesting twist on how they combine the two. Two very different things where science is backed up by facts and evidence and magic is not. Okay, just want to clarify that. I also want to point out, too, that you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. There is no judgment. If you believe in, you know, witchcraft, magic, or if you believe in Catholicism, Hinduism, or if you believe in nothing, that's entirely dependent upon you, okay? So, again, no judgment on what you believe in. As long as you're not murdering people and harming people, we're good on this channel. Just throwing that out there. Alright, I just want to emphasize that timing is key in this part. So I thought we could just totally book it all the way to the end, and that wasn't the case. We should have just stayed right there at the at that fire, waited, and then lit the other thing on fire. And as you can clearly see, I fucking died because that tactic didn't work to just book it after the first fire rock. So time it well and be patient is all I can say for this part, for sure.
This is it. Come on, come on.
Alrighty, so here we go. We're gonna light it on fire. Now we can go.
Not yet, not yet.
And we're gonna hang out by this fire. Now, can we hang out here forever? No, that fire is eventually going to go out. So we need to hurry the fuck up and light the other thing on fire, but we have to time it with the lightning. So that way we are safe and we're good. And as you can see, I fucking missed. So I just said, let's relight it and hop over this thing. And of course, I was totally cheery when Melie said shit, 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 because I can identify with such language, of course.
Whoa!
Incredible.
That tower over there. It's the living quarters. It must be several centuries old.
It looks like it's dry, but there's a pit in the way.
It's full of rats. It's another trap.
There has to be another way to get through.
Locked. Can you do it? All right. This thing's really old. Oh, there was something alive in it. It's open.
They
decided to meet here, it seems.
Look, a brazier. Let's see if I can light it.
So we can get the rats to move.
Lucas, Hugo, stay out of the rain. We'll open up a path to the tower.
All right. Come, Hugo.
Ready, Melie? As long as we get them out of the way. Come on. The siege of Chateau d'Ombrage. 2 girls versus thousands of rats. This battle will go down in history. Look, they're moving.
I just want to point out that this is where the real fuckery begins, in the sense of, you know, this is kind of like a puzzle, you know, figuring out how things move.
Yes, that's a good
It's
first
not like
step.
super
I'll let
intense
you go
heavy
first.
puzzle where like if you fuck up you start over. Like it
Thanks
makes
a lot.
sure that you don't fuck up in the sense of, you know, moving the fire. The first time I played it though, I was like, I think because I was just literally not paying attention and it wasn't like spoon feeding me how to do shit anymore, and I really had to like look around, you know, so
Great. I get
that's what I
better
mean.
already.
But, you know, if you're a hardcore gamer, then this probably just didn't phase the fuck out of you at all. You know, just wanted to point that out. But
I'm going to need
overall,
Melie to push that.
it was a pretty different take on the game dynamic, you know. I just found it hilarious, you know, how the first half
Hey,
of
look
this
at that.
video and or episode, whether you're playing the game itself or actually watching this video with me, the first half is you're just literally murdering soldiers,
what
and then
the
this
pit's
other
for.
half we're just doing a puzzle to try and get rid of the rats. Just weird and funny. I just thought that was funny.
The brazier's coming back by itself. Melie, can you get to me? I'm coming. Can't wait to get up there. Look at them. Swarming like nobles at the king's court. But it's our castle.
When you get to this part and Amicia and Melie are working together, just pay attention to the
Right.
dialogue
Those
between
ones have to
them.
be driven into the pit too. And of course, they're on the wrong side of the brazier. I'm gonna have to go down and see what's
One,
there.
you know,
Alright,
you
I'll
have to
cover you
work
with the
together to figure out the puzzle. But on top of that too, it just really shows them, you know, more dialogue between them and the characters are interacting with each other and just seeing what type of
putting my life in
relationship
your
is
hands, you
unfolding
know.
between them.
A day's work, milady. Whenever you're ready.
He. She called her
Yes.
milady. See, telling you, Amicia, Melie,
Do it.
get together. Let's please. I want it to
Would you rather me
happen.
down here? I'm fine. I'm just warming up. I'm at the end. What do you see? More braziers. I can get up on the ramparts. We're going to make it. Hugo will be safe. We'll all be safe.
Now it's just a matter of lighting the braziers, and then basically what you're trying to do is just get those rats into the pits. It's kind of a lot of back and forth for you to be navigating, you know. What I decided was I wanted to go ahead and upgrade how much I can carry, because again, I just want to make sure I can still make a bunch of shit, because I felt like I was running out of supplies.
I'm clearing the outer area. They're coming your way. All right. There are so many of them. We'll never clear a path that way. Right. We need to clear the whole courtyard. Let's get on with it then. I'm already soaked anyway.
You know what's really interesting too about this? Again, more women power, female power, people. We have the fucking women, the girls, totally hauling ass, you know, moving heavy ass shit and trying to get all of us to fucking safety. Whether you're Amicia or Melie, you know? Not saying Lucas and Hugo are not help or anything,
With you. Yes. Perfect.
but,
Well, that's done.
you
The
know,
last sector now. I have to get back to
kind
the
of
ladder.
can't help us at the
Here we
moment.
go again. Have you done it? Yes. Are you all right, Hugo?
I'm fine. I can hear you shouting.
Don't worry. The storm will drown out our voices. Soon we'll all get to see the tower.
Yes.
Good luck.
Like, I know Lucas gave us the ability to do alchemy, but now we just can do it without him. He just probably gives us new, like, alchemy, like, rocks and shit. But even fucking Melie gave us one too, like, and then Hugo, still waiting on his fucking demon powers. I want them demon powers. I want a demon baby in this game. Something.
Whenever you want. The bridge. We'd better lower it. And so, Amicia the Amazon and Melie the Stealthy conquered the Chateau d'Ombrage. You've read too many books. Come on. We still have to clean up the area down there. We're going to need the brazier from the ramparts. I'll cover you with this one. All right. I'm going down. What is it? Nothing. It's just a crappy old lever. Melie, you always know the right thing to say. It's going to be all right. It's your castle. You have a connection. Our castle. Imagine, we could all live here together. I'm more of a cellar girl, you know. How are we going to get up there? But the damn rats are everywhere. Oh, very funny.
Oh, goodness. Again, I've had so much fun, like, listening to them talk to each other, you know, compared to other dialogue between the characters. Again, this episode is going to be mainly about me loving Melie, because, again, favorite character so far. Just good. Good. All in good fun. Yay! We made it to the top, but now we gotta kill the other rats. Yes, you heard that correctly. Anyway, there's nothing over here. It's just an illusion. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move this thing now. Again, our goal is to get all those fucking rats to the end of the pit. So kind of a lot of back and forth. But yeah, after you get this done, then we can enter our chateau. 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 French for castle, basically.
This is how you conquer a castle. This is how you get sick. No, not in my version of the story.
I really gotta give it to Amicia. You know, even having gone through all the shit she's gone through, she's still trying to be positive. She may, like, you know, put Hugo into reality, give him a reality check, even though he's fucking 5 years old. I mean, he kind of needs it because of the situation that they're in, but at the same time, I do gotta give it to Amicia for trying to remain positive.
Come on, we're almost fucking there. And with these noble words, they readied themselves to recover what was rightfully theirs. A home. Stop it. Come on, I'm sure there's a cellar for you here somewhere. Amicia, it's not that simple. You don't know me. All right, I understand. No! Loose the dragons! Come on, back off, you bastards! Retreat before Amicia the Amazon and Melie the Fury! What? Melie the Fury? I told you you didn't know me. We did it! We pushed them back!
The castle saved our lives.
Yes, Laurentius was right. To celebrate our victory, would you mind if we get out of the rain, please? Right, to the tower!
Yes. Come over to the fire and warm up.
It's huge.
We'll have time to explore tomorrow. This is our home now.
Alright. Alrighty, everybody, that was today's episode. I just want to again reiterate us. Thanks so much for those of you who are new to the channel, have subscribed, have shown me support from Payne's account. You guys are amazing and I appreciate it with all my heart. And I hope you enjoyed this episode and enjoy my channel in general. That's, I hope you just enjoy my channel. Anyways, if you liked the video, please make sure to hit the like button. If you enjoyed my lovely voice and my lovely commentary, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And as always, I hope all of you have a wonderful fucking day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.